Hello and welcome to this mid-morning taste challenge. This will take the slot for Monday, which will be, I think, more convenient for me. And then I'll have Saturday morning and Sunday morning Dawn Busters. Well, we have two more silver or white rums, clear rums. This one is Cruzan aged light. I've been taste challenging it. I'm halfway through the bottle. It's a blend of rums aged 1 to 4 years. Youngest rum is 4 years, at least 1 year old, and the oldest is no more than 4. As inexpensive rums go, that's not bad. 1 to 4 years, actually. Does Cruzan make some much more expensive rums? Yeah, they do. They're not $9.99 a bottle though. That's what this was at Albertsons on sale. There's the what's the name of this thing here? The Diamond. Estate Diamond. Clear rum. Light rum, they call it. What does it say about the Diamond? Carefully charcoal filtered to create a clean, smooth finish. Well, this one's charcoal filtered. Something about 3 years. I don't know. I have to do some more research on that and get it one day. It's won awards, all of that. Doesn't really matter. It's probably about $50 a bottle. All right, 40. I think it was. I was at Dorgnac's. I think they had them for like 40 something a bottle, something like that. Okay, well here's the competitor today. Let's forget about the Diamond right now. Ron Superior, yeah, 1 liter. It was $8.99 for this liter bottle at Don's Country Market. Yes, because in Louisiana, grocery stores sell liquor. So do convenience stores. We have drive-through daiquiri shops. But anyway, on Louisiana Highway 53 northbound in Reserve, Louisiana, yeah, a town called Reserve. And there's a history about that. It had something to do with the land being reserved for a man from France who never ended up keeping the land. So they ended up partitioning it. But that's another story. Bocador rum, white label. Actually, the only place I've ever seen this is at Don's Country Market. They had the Bocador white. They didn't have the gold, but they had the white 151 also. I said, nah, I don't want to mess with these 151 proofs. I'm scared of that. Walmart got the Ray and Nephew 151. And then Winn-Dixie just got the regular Ray and Nephew, like 80 proof Ray and Nephew from Jamaica. I said, that might be more something I want to mess around with. PM says, Cruzan to the back of the house as somebody knocking on my back Bocador. Right. Give away with words. Cruising to the back of my house as somebody's knocking on my back door. Bocador. The original Bocador rum, famous for its character. Yeah, famous where? Because this is the only time I ever this rum on YouTube was my channel. Made by master distillers where the tropical winds blow. It's got some metals that are just fake. It's like some little medallions that are trying to look like metals. But if you look carefully, they're really meaningless, nothing metals. 1 liter bottle, $8.99, bottled in Philadelphia by Worldwide Distillers Company. It's a white label with pink trim, red trim, and gold trim. Pink, red, and gold. Well, there you go. Introduced in 1971. 49 years ago. 151 is too much, he says. I agree. I can do so many rums out of 80 proof and never have to go there. You know what I'm saying? Catch what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I'm saying give me 20 years and I'm going to check back with me. Bocador. Will you ever see it? Probably not. You might stumble across it somewhere. Cruzan. Yeah, well, you know, anybody that sells rum is going to have Cruzan. I see it everywhere. Walmart, Mathern's, Winn-Dixie. Everybody has it. you know, I mean, every grocery store with a full liquor selection. You might not see it at all the convenience stores around here. Whereas you're going to always see Bacardi at any liquor outlet. You see anyone in Louisiana or probably every state who sells liquor is going to have Bacardi. You know that. They're going to have it. They're going to always have Jack Daniels. They're going to always have Jim Beam. They're going to always have Johnny Walker Red. They're going to always have Crown Royal. That's not going to change. They're going to always have Budweiser. I'm just wearing this. No particular reason. They're going to always have Coors Light, whatever. You know, we can go on and on, but you get the picture. Okay. They're going to always have Snicker bars, Milky Way bars. Okay. Clear, silver, and clear, but slightly yellow tint from the aging in the barrels for 4 years. Is Bocador aged a long time? Don't you get the impression that it isn't, since if it was aged a long time, they would tout that? I've heard some video reviews say toad it. And I've read articles about that people that just read a lot, but they don't necessarily talk to people a lot, they'll say the words wrong because they only heard it themselves say it. And so it, like, instead of saying the company touts it, they'll say they tote it. Well, tote is T-O-T-E, like you tote something. Or put it in a noun, a tote, like a container. But anyway, some people have bizarre, like the book of Psalms. I've heard people pronounce it splasms. Splasms? That's not even a correct phonetic. You know what I mean? That doesn't even make sense. That's just, well, that's just kind of like quasi-literacy. You could say psalms, psalms. But anyway, that kind of stuff just cracks me up. Cracks me up, y'all. And then we have our regional dialects in Louisiana. If you go up there in Tangipahoa Parish, Tangipahoa, way up there, like about Fluker, these little obscure towns, Fluker, they'll say that they're going to tote their books home from school. But they'll usually say stuff like, hey, help me pack my books. And I never heard that kind of speaking before until I went to college, and they had people from up there, going to, and they would say, I had to pack my books. I said, wait, you moving? You leaving town? They meant carry their books. I had to pack my books. I said, I ain't never heard of anybody packing books unless they're going to store them somewhere or carry them to another, load them up in a truck. But that's what they say. I'm going to pack my books over and take them over yonder. I never heard anybody speak like that, except like on the Waltons TV show. But those people over there, that's how they speak. Even now, it's probably 60 miles away. In Anglo-America, they'll say, so where's your father's truck? Over yonder. They'll say it now, over yonder. Say, where's your pencil? Ain't got none. When I first heard that, it blew my mind. Ain't got none. I knew what they were saying at first. I said, ain't got none. Nope. Ain't got none. And then I realized, oh, somebody put me in a time machine to Appalachia to like 1810. They were saying I have nary a one. That's what they were saying. Like I said, where's your pencil? I have nary a one. I don't have a single pencil. But in their I'll say gibberish language. They say, and got there. Oh, and more regional weird dialect. Like they say, they're going to save the dishes. I say, are they drowning? Help me save the dishes. I said, they don't seem to be in any kind of distress. But they meant put them in the cabinet, in the, what you call that, the cupboard. The kitchen cabinets. I call them kitchen cabinets. They say cupboard or something. So dishware storage area, but they would say, help me save them. They meant put them away. I say, save them. Speaking of trucks, ever consider a second channel dedicated to old trucks? No, I wouldn't know enough about that. That'd be a disaster of a channel. They got people way more capable than me. I can post my little photos once a day on Facebook, like today, 1984 Ford Ranger XLT. But I don't know enough about trucks to make a channel. That would be terrible. I barely know enough about beer, wine, and liquor to make a channel. But thanks for the suggestion. I do bring up these dialects because it's funny to hear them about. It's funny to listen to them. And down in New Orleans, in the eastern New Orleans, southeastern New Orleans, the Ninth Ward, not the Ninth Ward, the Ninth Ward, they'll say, it got boink. I said, boink. Isn't that boint, boink? Get the oysters out the earl, they're going to get boink, and then they be right. Oysters, what we call oysters, out the earl, which to me was like a minor noble in England, the Earl of Chichester or whatever, but they say earl, meaning oil. Oysters, they're going to get boint, and then they'll be right, which I would say ruined, but what do I know? What do I know for language? And then don't even ask for mayonnaise on a sandwich because they don't put mayonnaise on a sandwich. They put mayonnaise. How do they say it? They put mayonnaise on a sandwich. A mayonnaise on a shrimp sandwich. Not shrimp, mind you. Who ever heard of eating shrimp? They eat shrimps. Okay, have you ever received any misprinted cans of any kind of beer? It says Kevin Big Joe. No, I haven't. To my memory, I don't think I have. I bought a can of Pabst Blue Ribbon beer one time and I opened it up and poured it out, and there was a plastic tab in it, a rubber tab. Sorry, rubber. I said, "Whoa, what's wrong with the?" And about a year later, the company shut their last brewery down, and all their production went to Miller. The company was barely in business. Pabst. Never saw another rubber tab in a beer can again, though. This smells like standard rum. Okay, what does a shot of Bacardi 151 and a woman have in common? Both of them make men start talking nonsense. Exactly. Kevin says, hello, Ron. I'm enjoying the radio show this morning. This is a late one for you today. Yeah, well, I figured Sunday I might be gallivanting. You know what I'm saying? Gallivanting. Or baseball watching. And I didn't feel like, I said, no, I don't feel like having to be worrying about this taste challenge on Sunday afternoon. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it right now before I go cut the grass, which is coming up right in a moment. This smells like this standard rum. It's like just basic everything I've always talked about, the char, the barrel, the light molasses. It's nothing distinct or remarkable, but then on the other hand, it's nothing bad. It's just like what you say, run of the mill, ho hum, standard. And I don't know why, but some people interpret those things as being bad, which has been fascinating me for 10 years on the internet, watching video reviews where people will take something that's just clearly maybe boring, standard, just kind of dull, whatever, just like run of the mill, like typical things. And then they'll turn it and make it like it's horrible, like what I'm wearing, the Budweiser beer. Oh, it's terrible. I'd rather drink horse urine. I was like, I get the feeling you're exaggerating a bit. But I know what you're trying to do. You got to establish your street credibility. You look like a cool guy doing beer reviews, and you're like, real into it. And you can score a lot of cheap laughs and easy points by dogging on an easy target. But But I never could go along with that, because if you said it was ordinary and dull, fine, it is really. But getting up there talking about how it's the worst thing on earth and you'd rather drink horse urine totally destroys your credibility, I think. Now, other people will say you have no credibility because you're taking money from Budweiser to make reviews that praise it. I wish I was taking money from them, because there'd be like one Budweiser video every week, pretty sure. I'd come up with some angle. It's like that with Keystone Light. Yep. I'll drink almost any beer except for Camo. Yeah, Camo. Oh, don't remind me. 2014. It's been a while. Hadn't been long enough. So yeah, if I was getting paid by them to do Budweiser videos, you would see way more. You say, well, you got a t-shirt and a cap. Yeah, I got a t-shirt and a cap that I bought. Well, oh no, the t-shirt was a giveaway at a baseball game, but anybody could get that. It wasn't because I was special. It was because they said, you want a t-shirt? Oh no, it's some music contest, like guess the song. And it was like do 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 do. And I ran down the stairs. I was like, please don't go. Casey and the Sunshine Band. You got it. Here's your shirt. But I mean, the cap I had to buy. This smells standard too. So what's the big difference? There isn't a big difference, which means it's a tie anyway. The price is the same. These cost the same amount per ounce. The availability is monstrously different, because you can't really get Bocador, but you can get Cruzan Aroma. So on Aroma, can I tell them apart? No, they smell the same more or less, which means they smell good. I received 4 misprinted cans of natural ice in one 18-pack. That's weird. I've gotten comic books like that before with 2 covers. Like you open the cover and there's another cover, like the machine did 2. People say, hey, that's worth money. I just tore the first cover off and kept it with the second cover. They're like, you shouldn't have done that. That's worth a lot of money. I'm like, yeah, really? Yeah, these comic books are supposed to be worth so much money. That's why they're still sitting there, because all these people knock on my door all day long asking to buy them. Yeah, they're worth a lot of money. You say, but the price guide says, yeah, who do you think makes the price guide? Oh, yeah, the people trying to sell the books. I got it. Smells like light, sugary molasses, some barrel char, a little black pepper. Not too much. It's kind of smoothed out. I don't mean dulled out. No, no, no. Smoothed out. Almost even a creamy, like a, not buttercream, of course, but like a sugar cream. You know what I'm saying? Like a frosting or an icing. Not really that, but heading towards that. That's making me think it's Bocador, because I remember the Bocador being smooth like that. But let's go on. I don't know though. This one has kind of that strong back taste. What I mean a strong back taste, like it kind of hits a little bit. Ooh, I don't mean menthol, because some of them be like menthol, It was kind of like that. It's kind of like, I can't really describe it. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the Bocador. Well, let's look at it as we can see what's happening here. You can see it. I can see it. I'm involved in it. I'm making the video and I can see it. And what do we see? I can't really tell them apart. It's confusing. You say, well, Cruzan's way better. I mean, it's a big old famous company. Worldwide Distillers isn't a famous company. And they're owned by Jacques and C. Jacques et C. They're not famous. I ain't said they were famous. Although they make a famous product that you can get every Christmas time called, can't remember the name of it. It's eggnog. It's called, Pennsylvania Dutch. That's what they make most. Their most famous product is Pennsylvania Dutch. That's probably where most of their money comes from, selling that eggnog. But that's not what we're talking about right now. But I mean, the company's not famous. People know, oh yeah, Pennsylvania Dutch. But the company, they don't know. And you know what? They don't even care. They just buy it and drink it like most normal people. They don't get on the internet, make videos where they say, I read all about this. This is like the most total tie ever. It's a total tie. No standouts, no drawbacks, no high, no low, no side to side. You know what I mean? They're just both pretty good. I said that about Bocador from the start. When I first tried it, I said, man, this stuff's pretty good. It's not like exceptional, remarkable. But you know what? It's all right. So if you ever see it with its homely little label, you say, what you mean homely? You know what I mean? It just looks like a label from some small company with no money. And Cruzan looks like a label from a company that got a lot of money. Add Grant Marnier to your eggnog, Grandma Ye. Oh, Grand Marnier. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that at the store the other day. These are both basically mixers. I would say so. Yes, they're mixers. What the heck? But I'm trying them neat because that's how you can tell if they're really good. Instead of like mixing it with stuff and masking it, taste it what it's supposed to taste like. And after all, Bacardi ran an ad campaign 40-something years ago in the magazines saying, yeah, it's made to be mixed, but try it neat because then you'll find out how much better it is. Which it is, actually. People like to rip on Bacardi. I guess they're jealous because they're talking about it. But they're jealous because they got nothing to say. So be true to yourself and you will never fall. And taste these rums in a blind taste test and you'll notice that you can't tell them apart. I can't. So which one is Cruzan? I don't know. Bacardi is Cadillac. Bacardi is kind of like Cadillac. It just keeps doing its thing, you know, and people are jealous because they can't afford it. But they could afford Bacardi. That's the thing. You can afford it. But they're jealous because it's a mass-produced product. And it's the #1 rum in the world. And if you're the #1 rum in the world, people are going to be jealous. That's how people are. That's how they operate. And they'll say, nobody even cares about Bacardi. And I'm like, well, you talked about it for 2 straight hours. You must care a little bit. You talked about how nobody cares about it and how horrible it is. What everybody else is drinking it. The world is drinking Bacardi because they hate it. I don't think so. You say it's all marketing. Yeah, all right. Okay. Bocador is a Ford Pinto. Yeah, I don't know about a Pinto. Yeah, more like a Probe, a Ford Probe, and not a Probe GT, just a Probe. Hey, but you know what? You didn't have it in the shop too much. Got 31 miles to the gallon on the interstate with your little 4-cylinder engine. The back seat was a little cramped, but they didn't call it a Mustang like they wanted to at the beginning. And your friends didn't mind. But, you know, it had its turquoise metallic with its gray interior. And it was okay because you bought it in 1991. And that's what Bocador is like. It's okay. Not great, just nice. Even, I would say, good. And if I was scoring it, I would say very good. Actually, they really belong in the excellent range because, you know what I mean, and somewhere in the 90s, maybe 90, not 99, but 90. And it's because they're smooth. They're smooth, they're clean, they have no off flavors or off aromas. They're pleasant, they're mild, mellow, easygoing. They leave no strange aftertaste. I mean, they don't bring a lot to the table. But then, to be fair, they're not designed to do that. These are designed to do what they're doing. Just be there for mixers. And they're doing it to perfection. So if you ever happen to see Bocador, which you probably won't see, I would say get it. If, you know, if it's $8.99 a liter, I would buy it. If you happen to see Cruzan, I'd say go ahead. I wouldn't. I didn't think the dark was too good. That tasted too much like grain alcohol or something. It's not made with grain either. So that one was not too good. But the white is a delight. The white is a delight. Well, that tells me that this is a total draw, a tie, an even Steven. I can't tell them apart. I really don't know which is which. They taste equally good. The price is the same. So everything's the same. So all things being equal, and that's not just an expression or a figure of speech. All things in this case are equal, except Cruzan has a nicer bottle and a nicer looking label, you see, and they have a website, whereas Bocador has none of those things. But anyway, it's not what's on the label. I know, don't judge a book by the cover, judge the liquor by what's inside, and what's inside is fine. So, I mean, I'll look at the labels in a minute. It's not gonna, I don't know which is which. Let's see. What do you think of Skinny Girl Margarita? I never had it. Monarch is a cab. Okay. Bocador might be a moped. All right. I never ridden a moped. I've never ridden them. There's a few margarita goose beers with coriander. Goza beers. They're doing that on Multi Monday Gozas next Monday. I don't think I'm going to join because I don't like Gozas. I've had some good ones. I mean, they got some really good ones, but I don't like them. It tastes like Gatorade. It's beer with salt in it. I mean, to me, they just all taste like Gatorade. You say, oh, you're such a bad person. I just might be ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Or aloof to reality. But to me, I've paid a lot of money for these Goza beers. And they just taste like Gatorade to me. I'm not against Gatorade. I don't have like animosity towards Gatorade. I don't wake up at night hating on Gatorade. I haven't drunk haterade. I'm not drinking haterade. I'm saying that's not my thing. And anyway, Bumpy gets a lot of people joining, like a whole huge crowd. He'll probably be glad if I don't join. It'd be one less person I have to deal with. Oh, I mean, if he was doing amber ale or imperial stout or double IPA, I'd join, you know. But Goza, if you ask me, when would you like to drink a Goza? You're at your next opportunity. I would say never, at no opportunity. You see what I'm saying? Even if you gave me one, I don't think I would want to drink it. I would like give it to somebody. I would like, hey, you want to try this salty beer? And they'll say, salty beer? I'm like, yeah, it tastes like Gatorade. They might tell me, I just want alcohol. I don't care what it tastes like. I'll say, this is perfect for you. And I'm not hating on it. I'm actually not hating on it. If you like Gozas, drink them. Drink them without any kind of hesitation. Drink them with no reservations. But I don't want it. Anyway, drank strawberry Wachusett ale at the beach yesterday. Added my own sea salt, I guess. See, now Nina's adding salt. I'm trying to avoid it. She's adding it. Hey, but some people like coffee, other people don't. That's the way it goes. On last call, I think this might be Bocador. because it's a little something. I can't say metallic. That's not the right word. It's not metallic. It's like a factory taste. You say a factory taste, like a factory girl. It's just a factory taste. I don't know how to describe it. It makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be metaphysical. I'm just saying that's what it. What is your favorite nasty beer? Haha, none of. All right. I don't like nasty beers, you know. They just like too nasty. All right. Oh, you right. Okay, enough of this. I'm gonna say this is Bocador. And if it says CAL, Cruzan Age Light, I'm gonna feel bad. But I'm not gonna feel too bad because I already said it's a tie anyhow. Ah, yeah, I got it right. I've only gotten it wrong twice. That's not too bad of an average because I did a lot of rum taste challenges so far. I mean a lot. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I want to go eat some peanut butter. So, hey, Donna, I'm in love with you. No, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel good. Now I'm energized, recharged, rectified, homogenized, pasteurized, and I'm ready to do Saturday morning with Cruzan Age Light versus Captain Morgan White. There is only one Captain Morgan, and that's going to be a difficult taste challenge, to say the least. It'll be another tie, more than likely. Will I be able to tell them apart? I don't know. We'll see. And then to close it out, Sunday morning, Palo Viejo, old wood. The Palo Viejo, which apparently is slang, like Puerto Rican slang for like some old guy. It means literally like old wood, Palo Viejo, but it's slang for like some old guy. All right, some old dude. Like apparently that's who drinks Palo Viejo in Puerto Rico. Some old 68-year-old guy sitting under a tree on wooden chairs, you know, sipping on it, talking and playing dominoes, talking about viruses and how to fillet trout or something. You know what I'm saying? So and I think the Palo Viejo is going to be a virtual tie with the Cruzan. And they have the same, well, there's going to be a reason. I'm going to talk about that later. There's some connection between those two. The connection could be tenuous, but there is a connection. There is a connection. There is a connection. All right, so that's it. It's going to be hot today. And thanks for all the people watching. Hector, my Mexican uncle, drinks SOL. He is a weatherman. When he gets drunk on Sol, he gives the same forecast. Chile today, hot tamale. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that verde sauce.